Obama, let me give you a quick point of reference on our king, because he is a king now. You really can't call him a president anymore. From day one, he thought he was a king. I remember an interview he did in his first, well, this nation, we don't have kings. I just can't do what. Well, he does do what he wants. He obeys the laws he thinks are just. He disobeys the laws that he doesn't want to obey. He's a king. He thinks he's a monarch. And Monarch Obama, his next actions, trust me, there's going to be 2 of them coming down the pike. Watch, and I'll tell you, I told you so when they happen. He's going to make a unilateral executive order on guns, the Second Amendment, and he's going to make a unilateral executive amendment concerning immigration. Why? Because Congress won't do what he wants, okay? So he is going to unilaterally, by executive, and why wouldn't he? He gets away with everything else. Letting those 5 Taliban leaders go without notifying Congress, that was a gross violation of the law. He doesn't care. Does not care. He does what he wants. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is not a political show. You know that. This just goes to the spiritual state of this nation. Go look up in your Bibles tonight. A king of Israel by the name of Manasseh. One of the most wicked kings that existed. What does the Bible say? It's God who holds the heart of the king in his hand. It's God that raises men to power, God who takes men out of power. Okay? God allowed those wicked kings of Israel to rise up as a sign of his judgment on that nation. And God has allowed the wicked rulers of this nation to rise up as a sign of his judgment on this nation. If you don't see that, if you don't get that, I'm sorry. That's what this is about. It's not about politics. It's not about Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal. This isn't about any of that. This is about God's judgment on this nation for our wickedness. I told people in 2008 it was coming. I told people in 2012 it was continuing. And you're seeing it now in warp speed as we literally have a president who has usurped the powers of all 3 branches, to be honest with you, which is exactly why the Founding Fathers laid the government out in the way they did, to have those checks and balances, and he has usurped the legislative powers, he's usurped the judicial powers, and he's taken them all on in the executive. And you will see unilateral executive orders for guns and for immigration in the coming days. Watch and see. And when you do see them, know that this is not about the Second Amendment. It's not about politics. It's about the spiritual state of a nation. Please, that's what I hope you get.